what can I do? Well, this is it. Deliver, what is it, Reverb? Is the website for this mixer. Allen and Heath Xone 23, the first edition, not the USB, I think. Yeah. XLR hooked up. Get our headphones hooked up. Cut curve. Got the USB over here. Register what? I did not see what that said. Hey, look, our link is working. Get our USB on. Let's just go in here to a playlist. Tech. Okay, I was like, it's not working, it's just lagging the connection, I guess. We'll go in here to dance. Everything looks good. I don't know. Okay. Before that, let's just get it up. Check all of our levels. Okay, I'm losing my mind here. I'm not used to this. These are the EQs. That's headphone, mix to monitor, master out. We have nothing hooked up. Short little cables. We're assuming that's right. Oh, it's left. R is for red, right? And L is for gray. Good enough. The fader does not work. Two and four. It is very broken. The fucking fader does not work at all. You have to really press down on it. Oh my god, this is so annoying. What do I do? Return it or what? Well, I did not read the description and it had said that this is messed up. So I might actually just try to replace these faders. Let's see if we can make it work. I know I can, actually. I like that. That's really their selling point. You need the fucking faders, dude. Let's see about ordering one. Next track, track search. The levels are totally different here. Got an error. Must be communication error. To actually cue it up, though, problem comes in. Who needs faders, right? Really fucking annoying. Tear it apart. So we have it, and I mean, despite our issues, just shut the shit down, I guess. So it's not the actual fader here. Okay, let's just make sure that this is ordered in order for its teardown, just in case. Just in case I have to put it back. Then it's in order, and it's not out of order. Should probably turn them all low, but whatever. Hopefully this top plate comes off and it's no problem. I've never torn these apart, so I have no clue what I'm doing. It's that one. Hopefully it's not 50 different sizes. I wonder if it's ever came apart before. Okay, where was I at? Let's just check all the outers first, because these should pull the faceplate off, and then the other one should be connecting the faders. And then the knobs are held on by screws. Well, it's moving, so we're making progress. Turn off the power supply. That way there's no power on it at all. Because if that's not turned off, and just the switch is on, there's still power in it. Okay, can we not separate this? Like, what the hell? Because it should not be connected here. But because it's flexing, obviously there's something going on. This mic should not be the issue. No. I'm gonna say that's staying on. So, maybe everything has to be taken off. Because people don't actually give a shit about having the bottom half segmented. See, the problem is I can't really return this. I probably could, but because I did not want to. What the fuck? Do I need to force it? Alright. Sweet. That's not the worst. But this connection needs to be dealt with, which means I have to leave that on for the most part, but that's not a big deal because I'll just do the rear. It has a disconnect on it, so I can just fold it out. Rotate it, I guess. Obviously. The figure. I don't know if there's just these two. But the problem is this got pushed out. So, for me, it may be a fix. It may be fixable, is what I mean. Just hold it on from the underside because it might fall off if I don't. I don't know. Yes, it will. And so it's bent. Someone on the right side pushed down on it too far and broke it off. which these have to be soldered on, it appears. Pop that one back on, but there's like 4 of them. Maybe. The right one over here is the other problem. It's smaller. What do you know? Actually, it's so complex of a situation because if I pull it, but then if I don't pull it, I have to. That's not it. It's a T7, maybe? I don't know. I guess I gotta put some grip behind it. No. Honestly, it looks like a regular screwdriver. Leave that out. What was that noise? Piece of plastic, which appears to be the broken fader. Most likely this is soldered on and I'm not going to be able to touch it. That's the fader, or the circuit board, I guess. Okay. So the entire panel has to be removed. Don't think that the microphone needs to be, but all the other connections do. Which is that? Tiny ones over here. operationally, it wobbles, and so it may have been pushed over to the point. Oh man. So all of these have to be removed. All of the knobs. I really don't want to deal with that. Is it $150 dealing with the issue? Let me check. So it's an 11. It's mostly just super loose. The weight may make it tighter once it comes down. It's definitely been pulled apart before because this one's all torn to shit. Well, it's not torn to shit, it's just they're supposed to be black, and so it has a bunch of scuffs all over it where clearly someone has taken it apart. They're probably like, oh, I'm gonna fix this, and then it's like, oh, it needs soldered. It's not just plug and play pieces. Let's get these off. And then, just one rotation on. That way it's not on, but it's on. Enough to where it doesn't fall off. I'm not even gripping that. There it is. I hate this, but what can I even do? I mean, honestly, I'm not a fucking electronics engineer. But I'm also competent enough in my understanding of general electronics that I'm pretty sure I can do this. Even if I had to solder it, I think I might still be able to do that. But I can also take it somewhere to have that part soldered on. That one's not as bad, but the rest of it is like, oh, you have to solder it onto the board when you can buy that piece by itself. I think. I don't know, I've never done it before. That's just my presumption. Then once I flip it, I can get those bottom two off. This one's definitely got all the tension on it because everything else is already off. Pull on it maybe to release that tension. That's what she said. Check all of them are off. Yes, as far as I can tell. Oh yeah, it's loose. One more. The whole plate should come off. Except for the idiot who did not even touch the mic. Well, In my mind, I was like, oh, I can just pull it past it. Like, it's not a problem. It's not going to be in the way. But here we are. Some dude with something to prove. Okay. Just let it rest there, and I can do this. It's bent. That definitely has to be replaced. I would much rather take it somewhere and have it repaired at this point. The fader has 1, 2, 3, 4 soldering spots maybe. Because we have the connections over here. But then it's like, well, is that one actually connected to it? Very complicated. We know that these are. The top 2 on the bottom well, I have to look into this. This may be purchasable. But then again, how hard is that to replace? Similarly, almost identical except it's a different size. And it flipped. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So they're definitely different. Someone was trying way too hard to use this mixer. Okay, it took a minute, but I'm pretty sure it's ordered. I need to actually pull it off. Make sure I pull the correct side off. I really hate the feel of the other one, but I'm not buying a bunch of them. It's already a serious pain. These fucking solder tips are terrible. But whatever. This is stuff for the car. But it'll have to do. Maybe. How can I improve this? I mean, it's not terrible, honestly. I need something to actually grab the solder off. Oh my gosh. Maybe I need to go get a solder removal tool. Yeah, it's just not happening. Okay, that's fantastic. I just ripped this clean and clear out. I'll have to check this. Solder removal. So it appears that someone pressed down on the fader and it popped it off of whatever this bar is. So maybe I can just pop it back on. Not trying too hard, but also trying to get it through. I could actually break it if I'm not careful. But it appears to be on. So, you can see the lip here, and it was pushed down off of this, whereas I just pushed it back up on. I have to get desoldering equipment to actually address pulling this off the board. I called around and no one can actually do it for me, so without having to spend money and go far away to have it addressed, so it's probably better for me to just deal with it. The fader itself was $50 because it's being imported as well from Europe. Maybe from the manufacturer or somehow related to that. So yeah. Okay, so we got this desoldering kit from Harbor Freight, which comes with plungers and then a wire thing. This is not my field of expertise, so I don't have the slightest clue. It's a good $15, I guess, to use this. You pull the plunger down and then heat it up and suck it out. But it is said get this out of the way, that the other thing works better. So what happens is you heat it up and then it will attract to the mesh or whatever. So, we're talking about this fader. Let's confirm and to make sure before we fuck shit up. It's this one. I guess you could potentially swap out these lights if you wanted to. What I want to do is be stable more than anything. But I've been so active today that may be quite difficult. It's heating up, that's for sure. That is not it. Am I a failure or what? Because it's on the edge. What the hell is that? Oh, that's the center. Should have. Can we not totally make a mess over here? Well, that's what happens. And all of it's so neatly organized. I mean, it's not bad, but still. My working space should not be on top of the fucking platter and stuff like that. Okay, it worked, but it stuck to it. Partially. I hate this. This sucks so bad. I guess sweeping it works. It smells like garbage. Okay, it's really heated up now. Just try to sweep it off. It is really a pain in the ass doing this. This solder gun's too big, first of all. And then on top of that, it's freaking melting the solder that's on this onto that. So I have to cut the tip of it off. Then I'm going to have to pull this out. I mean, it's getting like dribbles of it out at a time. Let's see if a paper towel works better. Of course it catches on fire. That's not what I was trying to do. The whole fucking board is heated up at this point. Welcome to amateur hour. I mean, it's getting it off slowly. I shouldn't be doing that, should I? Let's see if this does any better. Wow, that made a difference. Who knew? Nothing, but that might have already been practically dried out. This is not the right solder gun to be doing this. Didn't do shit. Nothing. Any fucking ways. Let's see if this has got any movement to remove. Need a screwdriver to get under it. And actually separate it from the board with all this shit. I'm not sure I'm gonna get this. I need an actual light over here. And these are falling off the board. I don't know about this. If I put more solder on it and then try to push it through. Make sure we're not damaging any of the actual circuitry. I don't know. This is so fucking complicated. And it's beyond my own capacity. I've never done anything like this before, so I don't have the slightest clue. I guess the top one would be easiest because there's one piece there. So let's try that. Let me get a good grip on it. If it's not already out. It's not. That's just it flexing, I think. There's no way. I mean, it moved. No, it didn't. But it did. But it didn't. That may be just part of its mount. Can we stop being fucking garbage? This stuff is not meant to be replaced. That one came out. It just fucked the board up. It's getting pretty fucking hot. Getting angry now. There's fucking scrapes all over it. Oh my god, you asshole. And that burned right through the board. It's off. Can't believe that. Well, it's coming out, that's for sure. That's what she said. I was gonna buy the smaller solder gun, but I totally forgot. I saw this kit and I'm like, that's what I need, I'm leaving. And I dig across the fucking board again. It's the last bit, it just needs to slide out. You better be out. I swear, I'm over it. That thing's hot as fuck, too. Wiggle it a bit. It might come through. Make sure that's the right one too. Just slightly hold it and rock it out, maybe. It's only holding on by a thread. let's get the top one first. That fucking kit was pretty much useless. It's a lot easier. Without the shit poking out. Stop fucking rocking. Holy shit, dude. It'll come off, right? Fuck you. This is so stupid. I think I bent it pulling this off. Okay, so if you're actually examining this, you can see where I slid around on it. But as long as I didn't cross any of the contacts, which I did, there and here. But I don't know enough about circuit boards to determine whether or not I fucked it up. What is this? Oh. I'm like, why is there a switch underneath all of it? And then it's like, oh, there's not. It's actually part of it. So then I wanted to get that off just so it was prepared and I'm not waiting to tear it down or whatever. And then I can actually put this back on. Just throw a couple screws on it. You're supposed to have anti-static so that you don't blow resistors and stuff. But we like to live life on the edge, right? We'll tuck this in here. Get the mic more or less lined up. It doesn't matter. We're just laying this in here so that none of it's exposed while it sits for the next week or so while things are being delivered. It's not being screwed in or anything like that. Just want something to really hold it. That way it's secured in place and not being messed up in the process. That's fine. And so, if this fails, then I'll just have to buy a different mixer, and I'm out $150. See, that's the thing with products these days. They're made for fucking elves. And so to even try to fix this is impossible. And even trying to replace it is even more difficult. This is impossible to fix. Unless you have like tweezers and a microscope and all that. And then replacing that is even difficult because it's like, well, I can't get a grip on it, getting the solder off so tiny, the spot that I have to hit, this, that, and the other. So yeah. Fortunately, we get this as that's torn apart. And it doesn't even fit. Oh yeah, it does. Let's see how this... That's definitely wrong. See how it kind of just thumps down? I think this is right on. The limit. Because it kind of floats right here. But it's still got weight. Well, I can't test it right now. We have a 450 mixer on the way as well, because the parts for this seem like they're not going to arrive until 2 weeks or so. So I feel like in the meantime, having the other mixer, which I got a heck of a deal on. It's just so dark in here. Then I also had to order the not mixer. It was a part, oh, solder, it's not a part. The soldering iron. Because this one's just too big, it's meant for cars. And so therefore, I'm just not comfortable finishing this off. this argon. I mean, it's like $5 anyways, so I don't think it's that big of a deal. Put the flux over here, move this over here. Grab these because they're the ones being used. Guess I can put the other solder gun back then. I think it'll get here mid-week. And I feel like even if I fix this, I can just go sell it. Okay, well, we have images and whatnot, so I don't think the knobs are that big of a deal. I knew that there were more screws I didn't get. That was the cart there. Well, I guess I can kind of test it now. Just with no mixer on. Pretty sure these cables are over here, which might actually reach not to the speaker. More than likely, we're using the DJM 450. So, yeah. Let's just puncture a few things in the process. That is loud. Grab a record over here. Oh, overpriced plastic. You gotta love it. Pull the cover. If it's skipping, then it's too light. Damn. Oh man. I knew it didn't sound right. You think it's this player? This record could be fucked up too. That's what I'm betting on more than anything, is it's the record. But then again, the turntable just doesn't feel right either. I'll have to look into it, because I've never messed with these turntables. Pretty sure it's digging into it at that point. It could be this stylist. Let's check this. I mean, could be the turntable, it could be the balance, could be the record. It's probably the record. It was used. And I don't expect anything great out of it. This one should be brand new. Doesn't look too much different. It's a $20 freaking stylus too. Not expecting anything out of it. I mean, it's the cheapest turntable out there, first of all. So, yeah. I'm not even worried about it though. It was fine for 5 minutes. Alright, here we go. Looks like it arrived. Was it off eBay? I can't remember. But despite whatever, here we are. We have our better solder gun. It's more for electronics and not necessarily a vehicle. Industry automotive soldering iron compared. It's got a few tips, it's got some solder here, and then it's got some thing. I assume this is to wipe it off with, but the thing to wipe it off with is not there, so. That's it. Looks good to me. It's just not as bright in here as it could be. I can grab a light, honestly. Okay, so we need to pull these back off. Put a few of them on, just to hold it in place. Let's see how the camera looks. Not the worst, but definitely not the best. The lighting is terrible. like I had just stated. Make sure the board will come off. And then I definitely just need to do the lighting. Hold on. May not be the best lighting, but it's better than nothing. I really don't think that these tips, I don't even know how to change them out. Like that, I guess. Switch it out for the smallest one. This is a $5 soldering gun. You really don't expect it to get to a temperature right off the bat, and then it's going to be hot as fuck. It's got a light at least. Sure, that can sit there. Is it screwed on or a pop top? That's better, huh? And so, the 2 points go at the bottom. Try not to fuckery around with it. It seems off. Just give it some play here. That was not pleasant. It just folded. And that is not what I want. That second one down is the problem. It's really hard to tell what I'm doing, but Let's go ahead and vacuum it through. Oh, it's such a pain. So. Let's see if I can do it on the top side. This we do not want in here. A chunk of solder that could be moving around. No, fuck you, is what it said. All day, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you is what I'm getting told here. Give me something to lean it up against. There we go. Less of fuck you. Now we can actually get the solder out of here without fucking it off. And the very top one is the last one. Now, we may be able to get it in here. Oh, yes. Look at that. It snaps right into place. Then we have these to solder. You can see where I fucking came off of it so many times with the other solder gun. It sucks. So bad. Making progress. I want it to run down the tip onto that spot. Maybe. Oh my gosh, unbelievable. Let's get some extra light over here from my phone and just verify. There's a very minute amount over here. Which I think I could use some more of. Stab you in the face with a soldering iron. It's just gobbing it up on top. It looks good to me, I mean, in all honesty. I don't know if I can do any better. The only real question is whether or not this will work. Or am I just a total failure? Get this out of the way. Make some progress to reassembly. As it falls apart. As it falls apart. Trying to do this one-handed as I'm starving and everything else. I might halfway do this and then go get something to eat. Come on, dude. Is it that difficult? That soldering iron needs to cool down now as well. on this other side. So, before it's still pretty fucking hot. I'll put it over there. Okay, so we need those screws. Honestly, I'm pretty sure these will work. They may not. Oh shit, I don't even think that one's hitting the spot it needs to actually screw in. Yeah, it's definitely not. Check them. Yeah, they seem to all be the same. At least these types. That feels a lot better. Crossfader, which hopefully is fixed. Ugh, stop sliding like that, dude. No, don't fall. Is it this way or is it this way? Pretty sure it's gonna be this way. I think that these are the more flat pieces. Just check and verify. Ooh, I don't know. It needs to be like a dome. I think these are just too small for it, but we'll see. Oh, that is it. Get it nice and snug on there so that it doesn't shift when I pull this one off. There's fat ones and then there's the skinny ones. So it should be a thick one, because the skinny one's gone in those. The question is whether or not I can do that. Yes, I can flex this out. Well, it's back on. I can test it before fully assembled, but the biggest problem with that is what I just did. Put it back together without putting it back together. Gotta connect the board back. It should be magnetic, but for some reason it wants to act like it's not. Okay, where's our tiny ones? We got 4. Which this does not fit. I don't know which one's the new one. I think it's the right side. Let's get all of these on, and then we'll test it. Oh, may your prayers and condolences be with us in this journey to reviving our Lord and Savior Mixer. What if it does not work? What am I gonna do then? Throw it in the garbage. I mean, I might just throw it in the closet and let it sit for a long time and then eventually try to repair it with another broken one. because the board may be shot at that point. Because the soldering iron was too big that I was trying to use, and it would slide off the part that I was trying to unsolder, where it could have cut one of the circuits on the board. Let's just put them all down. That way I'm not holding a handful of them. Last one, mic level. I'm thinking about how much I could sell this for. If I just want to offload it. Because I have the other mixer that's brand new that I ordered because I knew that this one was not gonna arrive. I mean, it's almost the end of the month. And that's almost 2 weeks that passed by. Can you just get on it? They could have made this a lot better, you think? Well, I think we've already discussed that. The fact that this stuff is made for freaking elves and not practical for real people that don't want to buy new shit that needs to fix it. But how are they supposed to make money? By supplying the fucking resources to this shit. I mean, $50 for this fader. I mean, it feels a lot better as long as it's not being abused. Let's get the corners established. On the bottom. Get it nice and snug. It doesn't need to be tight. Okay, are we ready? I can manage this, right? Where's our master? Q mix monitor. Headphones, mix, monitor, master. Master's not too bad of a point. I was about to say, but we have no power here, so the break's not receiving power at all, so. just needed wiggle. Before we do that, get these two lines put on, then it should be fine, right? Who cares about left and right? Just get a track playing. Turn this on. I'm not sure what the problem is here. Oh, the fact that it's not playing. See the crossfader? It works. We are solid. Pull our power out, disconnect. Honestly, I feel so accomplished because I've never actually fixed an electronic device like this. This fader that came out of its track. And so it doesn't make contact to send the signal. So it's a straight replacement. Okay. Lighting needs to be returned because I can't see anything. Let's just get all these screws in. Then the faceplate will be on. Two more. That is not the bit for it. You gotta lightly put these seed these in, otherwise it's gonna be off. Now, do I want to keep this mixer? No, most likely I'll just sell it. I can do a giveaway. That's really an idea right there. And in each episode of the mix, have a code that comes out to some sort of winning formula where you comment on it. I would say 4th of July would be a great time to do that, but it is way too short of a time. Make sure these are tight. Not like stripped out tight, but snug. That's the thing with all of this, is your torque levels are going to be minuscule. Just enough to where it doesn't move around. And then each of these. Had to go get food ready. Start it at least. Going from left to right. Might as well do both. Before we put all the knobs on, we want to finish off those screws on the back side, I think. There shouldn't be too many. We got 2 more there that I'm not sure exactly what they're for. I think they're the front, honestly, thinking about it. These just keep you from slamming in on the circuit board when you plug stuff in. That was never touched. Front, no. Okay, this is gonna be a problem. Why do I have 2 screws sitting here? There's no freaking way that they're extra. I have these ports. Tell me that it's for the board. If I were to pull this apart again, what would I have to do? Well, those don't have to be touched. That's the only freaking option. Is 2. What if they're not part of it? It's not rattling, so... One fader is definitely a lot more stiff than the other. Let's just say that they're spare, even though I know that they're not. But I'm pretty sure that everything's fine. And that what was missed is not that important. Actually, I have the video. I can play the footage back of the disassembly. Okay, I think I can do this and it won't be too bad. I'll give it a go. So, pull the back ones first. This is a quick rundown of tearing it down. Come on, dude. Pull these back off. Get the perimeter plate pieces off. Crossfaders are not necessary because I'm not removing the board from the faceplate. And all the 11mm nuts don't need to be touched. Okay, that is where they go. I was thinking it may be. Looking back at the footage, but I didn't see me actually taking them off, so I was not certain that that's where they went. But they fit. Here we are. And it wasn't but 60 seconds, maybe. Now it's got me curious. What is this? What is that? We can plug stuff in. add-ons. Yeah, baby. Ba 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 wow wow. I've never accomplished such a feat. That is some crisp air blowing in here. Let's cross the pattern that way. We don't get one in and then it's like, fuck it, pulled the threads off pattern. Because if you pull something over and then the screw goes in at an angle, then you start crossing the threads. One more? Yes. Like this one. There it goes. It popped in. Last one. I'd say my food's been cooking for about 5 minutes now. If I did a giveaway, then I would have to only do certain regions. But then again, I mean, if it's a legitimate person, I wouldn't mind. The biggest concern with illegitimate places where crime may be predominant, so they may cheat their way through. Wait, are we done already? And here I'm thinking, why did I have this out? And why was I using it? I think it was to pop something off. I don't think I was screwing anything with it. One of these I thought was broken, and so I wanted it to be on the crossfader because the actual faders get used a lot more. The smaller ones are definitely your EQ. And how many big ones do we got? Let's say your master is going to be a big one. Wait, let's see. That's 5, so if these... Ironic. We have 5 and 5. Oh man. These are not that I mean, it doesn't matter, but only to me. That's a lot better. The mic definitely is small ones. I've got 3 left. There's no fucking way. Did I lose some somewhere? Somehow? There's no... Oh. Mic level. Headphones. Monitor. Let's just see how this one looks. Not that good. Whatever. We're there. It's together. Let's get it in focus. Okay. Power and up. We're just gonna do a quick rundown. We got our headset right here. This will be the first track on. Obviously the headphones work. Then the headphones work. Left deck, right deck, filter, resonance. Low, mid, high, input, master, monitor is not hooked up, headphones we've already went over, left deck, low, high, input, What else? We can switch over the inputs. Even though it's distorted. That's because for you to use those inputs, they need to be grounded for it to not be garbage. Maybe a microphone? I don't think so. I don't have this hookup for the microphone.
Many types of animals.